What's up, guys? It's WrestleMania weekend. So, I got to put my prediction videos up there, right? I got to put my prediction videos, for the matches. I'm going to do a video today. I might also do tomorrow's video today, but I don't know because I'm going to a friend's house, but I'm also meeting my folks for lunch. So, I don't know. But, I'm going to have the video up. But just whether it's going to be done today or tomorrow, I don't know. But today's prediction, we're doing Saturday's predictions, what I think they're going to do, how I think they're going to run the show. So I got the breakdown of the matches here. I got each match here. So we're just going to start here with Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable. Excuse me one second, I get a drink. Water. Oh, I hit the mic. All right, so Americano Grande, Chad Gable, I think, has to win this. In terms of just telling the story and everything they're going, I know that supposedly they really want to give him a push, and I think they started his push. If you remember a while ago, they kind of seemed like they were giving him a push. Then they kind of went away from him, and now they're kind of going back to him. I think he has to win. You don't need, Rey Mysterio's established, and Rey Mysterio's, not that he's at the end of his career, but Rey Mysterio is doing less and less wrestling. And I think, Chad, he's at the best of his abilities right now. So I think it's going to be a good match, obviously. But I think the win goes to, I think they give it to Chad Gable. And I honestly think he's in line for some title, one of the titles. I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting a push towards the title main event. But I'm going to take El Grande Americano to win that match. I think they're going to push him over. I would have him win. I don't know any surprises during that match. I don't think any run-ins. I mean, they'll have some type of interference. Both sides, you got the LWO and his American team there. And I'm sure there'll be some kind of interference, but I think ultimately it's going to be Grande Americano. Then we got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Now this match is interesting. I don't know. This could be a sleeper match. I still say Jade Cargill has a lot to learn. I think she just has such a physical presence, and I think that's why they use her so much. I think she still has a lot to learn in the ring. I don't think she's a great wrestler. I think Naomi's going to pull a lot of the match. I think Jade. I would have Jade win this. I think Naomi. You could still have Naomi go somewhere after this. I think Jade wins this, and I think Jade is going to get a bump up to the a title match along the way. It kind of makes me feel like they're giving the winner of the women's title match away, especially what they did on SmackDown. But we'll see. They could change plans. So I do think Jade wins. I think they give to Jade because I think Jade's about to get a big push to the women's division and a title opportunity. I think they're going to go with that on there. Now, the next one is the War Raiders versus the New Day. I mean, they've kind of been building this match, but a lot of people said they haven't really been building it right or haven't really made it a big match, and that doesn't feel like this match should be on the card. This, to me, may be the opening match, but I mean, that's fine. I actually think they are going to put on the New Day. I think War Raiders aren't quite hitting the way WWE wants them to hit. They haven't gotten over on the crowd. And I do think they were kind of like title holder, placeholders for a bit. I do think New Day wins this. I would put it on New Day. New Day has a great heel thing going right now. Hopefully WWE doesn't kind of ruin it because they kind of made it. They haven't had New Day on there, and that's one of the biggest things is that they've said, for New Day to have this title match, they should have been on TV more. They should have had a bigger push and more and everything like that. But again, I would still put on New Day. I would give New Day the titles. I think going forward they make a great heel. I think the WWE has been missing a good tag team heel champion. So I do think I think New Day wins that title. Next we have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is by far on a just huge run. The crowd loves him. He's really good in the ring. LA Knight, don't get me wrong, he's big with the crowd. He gets, the crowd cheers from everything. But I think Jacob Fatu, this is the push. This is setting him up for next year's WrestleMania. I think this is the time you put the title on him and you push him forward and you get him more and more in the people's eyes, whether he a heel or face. I think he could be a face too because the crowd really does seem to like him. They seem to cheer him rather than boo him. So I think that he could become a face. I think you put the title on him, and that's what I would do. I would have Jacob Fatu take this win and take the title. Maybe you have some interference here or there, but I think Jacob Fatu is the winner on that. Then we have the a lot of people calling this could be the sleeper. You have Tiffany, and I don't know if this is the order they're going to do these matches, but next I have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the title, for the WWE Women's Championship match. There's been a lot of talk about just how real this has gone between those two, and the comments they've made to each other have been really personal, especially when it comes to Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton to Charlotte Flair regarding Flair's divorces and recent divorce. And I personally, now, okay, as a fan, I don't want to see Flair win the title. I just think she's been given, I think she's already at like 14 championships this early in her career. I know she's a Flair and I get that name, but I just don't want, and she's a great athlete. I mean, she is a wrestler. She's going to have plenty of opportunities. I don't feel right now she should have the title. I wouldn't put her on, I wouldn't put her with the title. I would keep it on Stratton. I think Stratton is very over with the crowd. She's, you know, her mic skills are good. But she's very over in the crowd. She's very athletic. She's very good in the ring. I would keep the title on her. I think this could be a sleeper match though, and I think this could be maybe steal the show, but definitely steal the first night here. And again, if I'm writing it, I'm keeping it on Stratton. You know, maybe continue this after WrestleMania, this feud, or have them after this, you know, kind of split off. But I could see WWE putting it on, giving Flair the win to kind of give her that championship, and then we go from there. But I would have Tiffany Stratton keep that title going forward, because I think there's more opportunity there. And again, Flair's going to have plenty of opportunity to win the title. She's not, you know, she's still got a long career ahead of her. The next match I see here is Gunther versus Jey Uso. This is going to be a very brutal match, I think. I think that this is going to be a hard-hitting match between the two. I don't think they're going to hold back on each other when it comes to like the chops and just the stuff they do. I do think Jey Uso, he has so much momentum that I think WWE would be crazy not to put the title on him. I mean, they could spoil it and say and keep the title on Gunther and maybe keep this going for a while, but Jey Uso right now is so big right now, and so the crowd loves him. His merch is selling like crazy. I mean, they'd be crazy, in my opinion, not to put the title on him, but they could. But I'm going to say that Jey Uso takes the title, or they put the title on Jey Uso tonight. And then Gunther, I think Gunther may go, well, that's already championship. I mean, they just might do like a rematch with him. Maybe he goes to another show. But, you know, they're obviously going to do something with Gunther. Gunther's, again, another great heel. And he also has a crowd against him. So it's like, you can't go. But I think Jey Uso, I would put on Jey Uso. All right, then we have Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. This is going to be interesting. I think Paul Heyman's going to, with Paul Heyman in CM Punk's corner, I think this is going to be very interesting. Now, right now, Paul Heyman owes Seth Rollins a favor. So I think he's going to pay Seth Rollins. You know, he'll help Seth Rollins some way. He's obviously going to help Punk some way. If I'm going to give this to anybody, I'm going to give this to CM Punk. Now, personally, I really don't know who I would have if I was writing the show. I don't know who I would have win. I think that all three guys, you have opportunities to go someplace with them. And neither one of these, no one here is like it was an upcoming rookie that you know you'd want to keep going, that needs a push or anything like that. So I don't know. I think WWE has CM Punk win this because CM Punk has said he's wanted the main event of WrestleMania, win at WrestleMania. And I do think there's a lot of backstage politics with CM Punk, and I think that the only way he would agree to come back or do this is if he got a win at WrestleMania. I could be absolutely 100% wrong on that. And they might have, you know, Seth Rollins win. But I strongly think CM Punk, because I think CM Punk I think you have CM Punk win this, right? Maybe you might even have CM Punk win this and Paul Heyman stay with CM Punk. And then what I would do is now you set up Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, the Shield, you know, that feud going forward. And And then that set them up for where CM Punk goes. I think is obviously championship. He becomes the number one contender, even though he becomes the number one contender for the championship. And whether it's Cena or Rhodes, whoever wins that's the feud right there. But that is my quick or try to be quick kind of preview predictions of the first night WrestleMania. So we'll see, guys. I'm excited. I'm going to be watching it at a friend's house, and it's going to be interesting, going to be fun. I'll have my reaction video up possibly with my preview for tomorrow night. When I do my video tomorrow. And other than that, guys, enjoy WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania weekend. For a wrestling fan, this is it. This is great. And as always, guys, enjoy the belt. Yeah, enjoy it. I know we kept putting the come up my belt. Yeah, I don't care how old I am, and I don't care. I'm an adult. I love wrestling. I have belt and enjoy it. Love it. I'm out of here. Peace.